What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Aldern, Maine. We're back on part 3 of our steel guitar build. I want to show you a couple pieces of hardware that I've found that we might use. We'll keep welding up around the side and see how far we get. Thanks for watching. All right, so last time we left off, we got our bottom piece welded on. We're going to continue this time, get the sides here. Hopefully get the whole thing buttoned up around the side just to the top. This is some of the hardware that I've come up with. Little square steel nuts with stainless Allen head bolts that'll do the pick guards that are going to be aluminum, maybe brass. I'm not sure. They're going to be from Indra Guitars. I'll have a link in there for you. They're awesome products from the UK. I also have some steel spacers that I'm going to weld on the inside, probably right around in there, under there, so that wiring can loop through it and not be rattling around and making a racket in there. So wiring will guide through there. I'm not sure yet where they'll be, but I got a few of those. I got some rubber grommets for some of the holes in the core structure, so when we have wiring go through there, they don't get worn out or cut. And then of course the bridge, usually you'll pound these in, they're brass. You'll pound these into the body and then thread this in there. But instead we're going to use these steel longer nuts that are going to weld underneath, and then we're also going to have a washer, because I'm going to drill this hole. I believe it's 5/8. We're going to drill this hole 5/8 the size of that little pole right there, so that sits flush, and then underneath we'll weld this washer to the underside of this. And then these screws here are just for my painting process. Once I get all these nuts welded in, I'll thread these into them, and then I can do all my primering and painting and everything, and then just thread those right back out and the threads won't be ruined. Well, that's the plan so far. Well, this side is pretty much welded on. There's really no point in cleaning any of this up because this whole section here, like a big leaf shape, is going to get cut out, and I'm just kind of marking that right now. And then there is a belly curve that will get cut out, so I might just clean up right here. And then there's obviously some sheet metal dangling around. Will have to be either cut off or bent more. It's just kind of sitting there for now. But one thing I wanted to talk about that I kind of skimmed over in part one is this buck that we hammer formed the steel over, which is essentially a solid body version of our Constellation model, just made out of 2 layers of MDF, a little thinner actually. As far as learning from this experience, it's working really well, but the one thing I would not do again is I would not do a full-sided guitar. I would do the back routed and shaped the way it's supposed to be and just leave it completely flat and undone on the bottom. And the main reason I say that is because when I was doing the back and I was hammering away getting all this curve, whenever you'd miss, you hit this stuff on the side. It's very strong when you hit down on it, but it really doesn't like getting hit from the side. I can glue that and I can fix it. These shapes here in the front, which kind of give it its main feature. I ended up with my air hammer, I was hammering this way and it raised it up here. I ended up flattening that out with a file. It's not bad. And then when I was hammering in this way, it also splits up. So it doesn't like to get hit from the side very much at all. When you hit, you really want to hit downward, down and out as much as you can. Even if you're hitting the side, try and make it more of a side sweep. I'll fix this one, but if I were to do it again, like I said, I would do the front, I would route everything the way it's supposed to be, just with the dips and everything, but just be totally flat. So if you do hit the bottom by accident, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't ruin anything from the other side that you're going to need. And this is 16 gauge steel, by the way. I don't know if I've said that verbally. It's in the description. Shape's good.